It's a beautiful day out here at Temple University in Philadelphia. However, 5 years ago, that wasn't the case. This October will mark the 5th anniversary of Hurricane Sandy hitting the east coast of the United States, devastating the Mid-Atlantic region. We now take a look back at Hurricane Sandy from the very beginning to all the destruction it caused in the end. In October of 2012, Hurricane Sandy pounded the East Coast, especially New York and New Jersey. However, before we focus on what caused one of the most devastating hurricanes in U.S. history, let's take a look at what simply makes a hurricane. Hurricanes form from low-pressure weather systems that require ocean temperatures to be over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Those temperatures, combined with swirling winds and massive cloud cover, will form a storm that always spins in the counterclockwise direction. However, those winds must reach at least 74 miles per hour, and the cloud cover must stretch to at least 310 miles wide to be classified as a hurricane. Now, once a hurricane forms, they are broken down into 4 parts: rain bands, eye wall, eye, and storm surge. The eye is the calmest part of the hurricane, while the eye wall is where the heaviest rainfall will occur. However, the most dangerous part of a hurricane is by far the storm surge, which is the rise of water that pushes onto the shore from the constant high winds. Now, the way we measure hurricanes is by the Saffir-Simpson scale. There are 5 categories ranging from 1 to 5. As wind speed and storm surge size increase, the hurricane will reach a higher number on the scale, and the higher the number, the more damage the hurricane will cause. For example, Hurricane Katrina was a Category 5 hurricane, which leads us into Hurricane Sandy, which was actually only a Category 1 hurricane when it struck the United States. Now, Hurricane Sandy started off like any other hurricane, in the Caribbean with the warm water and high winds. However, as it traveled up the East Coast, it took a sharp left turn towards New Jersey and New York, where it collided with a winter-like storm, causing it to dramatically increase in size. That increased size led to higher wind speeds, record-breaking storm surges, covering roadways and flooding many areas. It even brought snowfall to the mountains. When Hurricane Sandy made landfall in the United States on October 29, 2012, it was around 1,100 miles wide, with winds over 90 miles per hour reaching up to 115 miles per hour. Sandy brought rain, snow, and high winds to 24 states, including the entire eastern seaboard stretching out to the Appalachian Mountains. The states affected saw storm surges anywhere from 6 to 14 feet, which was experienced in Battery Park in New York City. The storm also brought anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of rain and waves that reached over 29 feet high. When it was all said and done, Sandy left over 8 million people without power, over 5.5 million of those in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania alone. Sandy even cost the lives of around 150 people in the U.S. Sandy devastated the Jersey Shore, wiping out businesses, houses, and even the boardwalks of some of the most iconic seaside towns like Atlantic City and Seaside Heights. Arguably the most iconic image of the aftermath of the storm was the roller coaster track from the Seaside Heights boardwalk sitting in the Atlantic Ocean, broken and beyond repair. Overall, Sandy caused $71.4 billion in damage, making it the second most costly hurricane in U.S. history, only behind Hurricane Katrina, the Category 5 storm that devastated New Orleans back in 2005. Now, while hurricanes do not occur in this region very often, there is always a possibility. Every year, there's a 1% chance that a hurricane like Sandy could occur. While a superstorm like that is unlikely to happen again for a very long time, you never know due to the unpredictability of weather. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Reporting from Temple University for Disasters News, I'm Zach Fisher.